I just turned the camera on. I thought I turned it on. I had a little interlude with the dogs. I don't think I have that. You'll see them. They're around somewhere. Where are they? Pearl was just behind me. Maisie's over there, probably pooping. Okay. Hopefully. Hey, Maisie, come back here. Come here, you. Come here. She'll want her more cuddles, so that's okay. There. Say good morning. Say good morning. Yeah. Yeah, there's our girl. And where'd Pearl go? Where'd Pearl go? She was here. Yeah. Problems with being a videographer. Oh, there she is. Sometimes you forget to press record. So she's up there. Okay, now we can start. I'm Barbara. I host the Flame and Fiber podcast every third week or so. Oh, I was gonna show you my knitting. I will go get my knitting and show it to you. But, which is a knitting podcast, sometimes lamp working, but mostly knitting. But if I go like this, you'll get to see Pearl. I'm in my backyard. It is not lovely out here today. Although, it managed to clear up a little bit and be comfortable enough to sit out yesterday evening, so that's good. So we could hope for the same, now they're gonna romp. We can hope for the same weather pattern. That's fine. I'm up with that. Good with that. I got a message from my niece. It was a video on TikTok. Somebody was making jewelry out of polymer clay, which was very cool and looked like fun. And I said, oh yeah, polymer is great. I haven't really done a lot with it, but the nice thing about polymer versus glass is that you can take your time. With glass, you have melted glass that you're working with. You can take time with it, but you got to keep it melted and worry about gravity and all that stuff. With polymer, you have a little more control, although, how it looks when it comes out of the oven, but that's true with lamp working too, how it looks when it comes out of the kiln. Who knows? So anyway, I said, oh, I'm going to have to sign up for TikTok. And then I saw the Crafty Toads were recommending TikTok. I'm behind on their podcast. And I think TikTok was where that woman who was talking about spraying the perfume in someone's face and said, bitch, don't you wish you had a mask now? I think she was on TikTok too. So, TikTok too. So, but TikTok's, I can imagine it being another rabbit hole like Twitter and Instagram and YouTube. But we got nothing but time now, some of us. I know some of you are back to work and some of you have been working the whole time. I have been very grateful that I'm retired during this pandemic, I can tell you. It has, everything was settled as far as how we were going to live. So it has not disrupted us nearly as much as everybody else. Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be interesting times, I'm afraid, as in the Chinese curse. May you live in interesting times. I think a lot of people would like to go back to not so interesting times. Unfortunately, there's no going back. Can't happen. So now we've got to be very careful what future we pick. And the choices are not good right now. I'm kind of thinking about the election, I guess. Kanye West is running for president. A friend of mine posted that. And I answered back. I said, I was hoping for Jesse Ventura, but Kanye, who knows? It can't be as bad as the other two. She didn't think that was funny. I also said that I'm not high on the idea of Kim being vice president. Kim Kardashian. But on the other hand, we have a precedent of a reality TV personality. It's happened before. I don't know what's going to happen. All kinds of things to think about. You know, and what's better for us, what's better for the world. Probably not a subject I should get into. Because I suspect I'm an outlier in my views. But don't worry, I'm not going to vote for Kanye. I promise. Oh, the president of Brazil has COVID. Did you see that? Bolsonaro. He's been walking around glad-handing everybody, saying it's a hoax, saying go back to work, open up the country. He's on oxygen right now, as of last night. Seems like Boris Johnson changed his tune a little bit after he got out of the hospital. We'll see how Bolsonaro is. He has not been good with COVID at all. At all. But then, I'm in America. I have no room to speak. Because we're not doing good either. Oh my gosh. I'm never leaving my house. I'm so worried about Florida. Wow. I'm worried about everybody. But my God, granddaughter's in Florida. And I just saw an article, the head of the Florida Education Department has mandated every school has to open for 5 days a week in August, starting in August, and give full services. Don't get me wrong, I don't think it's great for the kids to be everybody homeschooled. But I don't see how that works. But it's July 8th. Did I say that? So we got more than a month. We'll see what happens. We all know that things can change dramatically in a month. Oh. There's my girls. They came up to see us. There they are. I hear the morning dove. I asked Dennis, is that morning or morning? Is it M-O-U-R-N-I-N-G or M-O-R-I-N-G? He says it's M-O-U-R-I-N-G. A sad dove. As opposed to one you hear in the morning, which you do. And then I asked him, and the morning becomes Electra, is that M-O-U-R-N? And he said yes. That's a play, I think. And then he went into a big discussion about the Greek plays and myths that is based off of. We have some interesting discussions. And anyway, that is why I ended up naming my character Electra. Because of our conversation about the Greeks. Except I spelled it the American way, not the Greek way. Oh well. I think I can petition to change that later if I want to, but it probably costs me money. Maybe even actual money. Right, puppy? And I don't care enough about that. We died 2 times last night in our dungeon crawls. And it was really sad. The last time we died. Girls. That's Maisie. That's the Maisie Creek. Last time we died, I just couldn't keep Dennis's character alive. He's the tank. He's the guy that's in the front hitting, and I'm supposed to be healing him, among other things. Couldn't do it. Couldn't keep him alive. Couldn't heal him fast enough. But I think I learned better, and maybe I'll do better next time. You know, after the fact, I said, oh, I could have done this, I could have done that. You know, when you're the cleric and you're going to die in a dungeon, you do not want to die with any mana. Mana is the power that you use to cast your spells. You want to be dying because you're out of mana. You don't want to, but you want to manage your mana. You don't want to die at all. But it's really, you know, it's really bad form as a cleric to die with mana. That means you didn't use it all. I tried, though. It's not like I wasn't trying. Anyway. So I died a couple times last night, but I'm feeling better today. Oh, and I slept pretty well. It took me a little while to fall asleep, but while I was asleep, I slept pretty well. So that was good. I set my alarm again. I got up. Well, I woke up again. I turned it off the first time. I did not snooze it. So it took me, you know, another 20 minutes to get out of bed, but I made sure I didn't fall back to sleep. Shower, and here I am talking about dying last night, but we had a good time. Dennis plays a lot longer than I do. He has a lot of other characters. This has been his evening entertainment for years, so he has more stamina than I do. But we had fun, and I worked on my sweater. So let me go get my knitting so I can show you some knitting content in my vlog. We're back. We went in the house together, didn't we? Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Yeah. Get your nose out of my knitting, you rascal. All right. So I'm sitting further back now. But I went and got my bag. I got this bag from Darn Yarn MN. I had to get my glasses so I could read it to tell you, because I really like this bag. This bag is great. It's a nice big bag. It's a sweater bag, but it looks like, you know, kind of like a normal bag. It's got beautiful leather handles. It's got a nice pocket inside. I've had this bag for quite a while. Darn Yarn MN. Inside of it, it's got a snap, so you can just snap it closed if you wanted to, and then you could have yarn coming out the sides. But it also has a drawstring, which pulls it up nice and tight, keeps the dog's noses out of it. So I'm not really trying to sell you this bag, but the nice thing about this bag, it's like a waxed canvas, navy blue with handles. It's got a little bit of detail, and I could wash this bag actually now that I'm looking at it. I haven't really ever washed my knitting bags, now that I say that. I should wash the bag and see what happens, although this dark blue might run. I don't know. But anyway, so this is a nice bag to take if you're going out and about and you want to have your knitting and you don't want, you know, a cutesy bag, because we have the cutest bags, right? I mean, some of our bags are like completely adorable, crazy, you know, risque, you know, whatever. You know what I mean. You don't always want to have that with you when you're out and about. You know, you may not want to be doing toddler granny, you know, although with my Peppa Pig mask, it's going to be a little hard not to do toddler granny and my gray hair. Anyway, that's why one of the reasons I really like this bag. It's just, and it, you know, and it's a styling bag, and it would work great, you know, as like a carry-on bag, you know, whatever. But anyway, I brought it out here so I could show you my knitting. Here are my fronts. Here's my sleeve. I don't know if I'm going to be able to show you. Here's where I did my decreases for my sleeve. So here's the front. Goes all the way down. This is going to be a long sweater. I don't know why I made it so long. I think I made it longer than it's supposed to be, but whatever. So this is what my front is going to look like. I have a few more inches to go before I have to start my neck. But I did the calculation. I clip them together because I'm doing them 2 at a time, and every once in a while I can't remember which direction I'm going. I'm not sure this helped because I did find myself like counting rows, just figure out which piece I was supposed to be knitting on that time, but it only happened once. I do try to go across both pieces every time. I consider one row both pieces so I don't get in that situation very often. But anyway, and I'm really happy with how my stitch detail works. Like I said, that's a dot stitch according to the woman who wrote the Dover fall pattern, but I would have called it a broken seed stitch because it's seed stitch with a row of stock knit between each row. A row of knit, knit one, purl one, knit one, purl one, a row of knit, purl one, knit one, purl one, knit one. That's all it is. But it is a very attractive pattern, which I added to the plain sweater. And anyway, so that's how much I did. That's how much I did yesterday. I was about here yesterday, so that's how much I did. So I did some knitting. And I'm soon gonna have to block those out a little bit so that they'll be flat, and then decide what I'm going to do with the sleeves. I'm tempted to just do the sleeves 2 at a time and do the whole sweater pieced and then keep my fingers crossed, because math is supposed to work. It's supposed to work. It's one of those universal laws, physics, things like that. Dennis insists that those laws are true. Those laws of physics. He's a former physics major, so, and I'm not, and I never took physics. I didn't take the hard sciences. Well, I took hard sciences. I took biology, which is a hard science as opposed to a social science. But I didn't take chemistry or physics. I didn't have to, so I didn't. By the time I came up in my high school, we were getting all frou-frou, and I took oceanography, which was actually very fun. Now I was in central Pennsylvania, so we didn't go to the ocean, but we did go to former ocean beds a lot, and that was fun. And I forget what my other half year of science, that was a half year. I forget what the other half year was, but it wasn't physics or chemistry, I can tell you. Our phone is ringing. It's early. Hold on. It's never good when your mother-in-law calls you early in the morning. She's been having vertigo the last couple days, and so she apparently has had it before. She has a doctor. She said he puts her on some kind of bed and moves her around, and it helps, whatever. So she wanted to make sure I could take her if I had, you know, like what my schedule was today, because she was going to call for an appointment. I said, I can take you anytime, whenever, just let me know, I'll take you. So I'll be going out and about today. Oh, I might change and put clothes on. I just have a t-shirt and shorts on today. Today's shorts are the first time I'm wearing shorts in five days. I've been wearing skirts and dresses. I don't know why I put shorts on today. They were clean and they were on my bed to put away, so I thought about them. Anyway, so I might change my clothes. I've got to go put a bra on anyway, so might as well. Well, that's too bad. So where was I? I don't remember what I was talking to you about when the phone rang. And I get messed up when I start and stop the video because each piece has its own timer. Your mom has, oh, Dennis is wondering what's going on. Dennis had to come get up to find out what the heck his mom called about, because he didn't wake up fast enough, and by the time he picked up the phone, she was already off. Anyway, as I was saying, and now I have 4 pieces of this at least. I lose track of how much I've been talking because now it's only 21 seconds. So you couldn't be, you know, if you bothered to click on this video, 21 seconds is nothing. But when I add it all up, it's going to be more than I think. Anyway, so I guess I'm going to be going out and about today with my mother-in-law. Hopefully. I hope she can get an appointment. And tonight is my virtual knit night. And too bad it's not a more beautiful day. It's very, very dreary. I won't be out until it clears up. It could, you know, it could burn away. It's like one of those cloud covers that could possibly burn away. So who knows? But meanwhile, jabber jabber. I haven't heard our bird. But we do have lots of birds in the trees around us. We have lots of trees around us, so. I've been so lucky to be stuck here with Dennis. I do know how lucky I am. I do know. Soon have to mow the lawn, but not yet. No thunder last night, so Pearl was good. So anyway, we're just perking along here. I guess I won't just jabber on. But I will be taking my mother-in-law to the doctor and probably going to stopping at the store, at least the pharmacy, and see what's what. I hope they can do something for her. Vertigo's not good. I had very, very sharp stomach pains yesterday for quite a while. It was like super gas, something. I don't even know. I'm a little concerned it might be the crackers. I love those crackers. I hope, you know, because I ate a whole bunch of crackers the day before. And TMI, I did have the farts that night. But yesterday morning, I had a couple crackers, not very many, at noon. By 2:30, I was doubled over for an hour or more. It was not good. And we made more crackers yesterday. In fact, I was like checking the oven, doubled over. So it was like during that time, interestingly. So, but I did not eat any of those crackers. And I thought, you know, once it passed, I'm like, you know what, I'm not having any crackers today. I'll have crackers again, and then we'll find out. But if I do react to it, it will be the lupin flour. There's something called lupin flour in this, which is a new flour to me. Apparently, it's been around for a while. And it's made from the sweet lupin flower plant from Australia or something like that. And this was the first time I had used it. I bought it a while ago, but hadn't used it yet. And it was called for in this. So I thought, oh, I've got it. Great. So we shall see. If I react to these crackers, I will be very sad, but then I will know I can't have lupin flour because I've eaten everything else that's in this recipe many times. So, and I think the main component of these crackers, the most important component, is the paneer, not the lupin flour, and you can substitute coconut flour for the lupin flour. And I know coconut flour does not affect me. So, oh, I can take my mother-in-law some of these crackers and warn her about my tummy, but Dennis had no reaction. He's been perfectly fine. So these crackers won't go to waste, but if I can't eat them, I'm going to make another batch with coconut flour. That's my plan, because I really do like them a lot. And it made me sad to think, oh, this could be the crackers. I mean, if it was food-induced, it was definitely the lupin flour, so we shall see. Okay, now I've really rambled on. But that's the big news, so poor Aura. I hope she can get an appointment. If not, maybe I'll go over there and see if I can help somehow. It's one thing or another. Old people. And I'm getting there. My kids, I guess I'm going to have to move to Florida if I want my kids to take care of me. My granddaughters. I can move to Mississippi. My daughter will take care of me, although she already told me facetiously many, many years ago, don't worry, Mama, I'll put you in the best home your money can buy. So she already told me she doesn't want to live with me. Or she doesn't want me living with her. Although they do have a little house on the property. You know. We might be able to live together if I had my own little house on the side channel. Me and Denny. And the dogs. We're not moving to Mississippi. Anyway, I will keep you posted on how my mother-in-law does. I don't know what I'd talk about on these vlogs if my mother-in-law and father-in-law didn't live nearby. Take good care of yourself, please, please, please. Take very good care of yourself, especially, you know, I want to say especially if you're in the United States or Brazil, but I guess everywhere. But everywhere else seems to be managing better. But we are not managing better. Wear your masks. I know they told us a lie about the masks, but it was a lie. And we're crafters. We know how to make a mask. Even a no-sew mask is better than no mask. A double layer bandana. One layer is apparently not quite enough. 2 layers. Stay safe, everybody, please. Stay safe. See you tomorrow. Stay sane.